Good morning, back on the garden tour, doing an early one this week, as I have visitors all weekend. This filthy old bucket here is hopefully the secret to the success of the cucumbers. They have been down and yellow and horrible. In this bucket is a yeast and sugar concoction that I looked up, and I think it's beginning to work. I'll show you in a minute. Come on, dog. Dog is in the bad books again, pulling things out. I found another dog, hopefully, to replace him. Anyway, let's have a look-see. The raspberry plant is on its way up. Throwing more of these out. Not sure whether to cut some off and just let it go up. I'll have a look online and see what the go is with that. But the raspberry bush is super healthy. This is what the dog's in trouble for. He has been chomping the leaves of these poor old squash plants. They are trying, and they throw out new leaves, but he keeps just coming past, having a chomp. See you later. I've started to poke these up. I'll chop those bottom leaves off these zucchinis and start them vertical. I might do that today. Lettuce going absolutely gangbusters, and more tomatoes are coming through on this self-sown one. Some zucchini flowers starting to pop out. Hopefully there's enough bees around that things are happening. These self-sown beans are throwing some climbers out, and I'll trundle them on. The flowers on these squash are doing really well because the dog hasn't chomped them too much. So not sure what to do about the evil dog and his chompiness, but we'll get there. Mum's pumpkin plant, she'll get there in a few days when we go up there for Christmas lunches and dinners. So they are very healthy. The lavender over the back here, looking a bit sad, but he came fully flowered. This tomato is about head height at the moment, depending on how tall you are. Doing absolutely fantastically. Lots and lots of tomatoes. These ones are starting to go a whitey colour, which means they will start to ripen up. This tomato bush hasn't had much chance with these flowers. I cannot find one tomato on it. Plenty of flowers. As you can see, next door's been pollinating. So it'd be interesting. I'll keep it going. Just keep pulling these little bits out of the middle. He seems to be, it's growing fine. Plenty of foliage. Now, the cucumbers were all absolutely yellow yesterday, and I put my concoction on of yeast and sugar and stuff that I looked up, and they've all gone a greeny colour in one day. So I'm super happy with that. They're even overnight, they're starting to throw out little climby things. So we'll see what happens with them. I'll give them another feed. It's going to be really hot over the weekend. These, trying desperately to keep them away from the beans. I've got little stakes in the back. I'm pushing them open. Hopefully they fall over the edges there. Some more flowers. One of the butter beans has taken off. The rest, I've actually got some butter beans in here growing. Many, but the plants are really tiny. So I'm hoping they shoot up soon and take off with the other ones. Pumpkin's over the back there. This thing, don't know what it is. Wife keeps telling me what it is, I keep forgetting. These beans are looking absolutely sensational. Lots of climbing happening. Lots and lots of climbing. Almost every one of them, except for this one. I was playing around with it and I broke its climbing thing, but it's got another one coming up. So it'll climb. They're going to be really crowded anyway, so they're getting quite high. Like I said, these cucumbers before, I said they were yellow, and they've popped up. Even the one underneath is starting to lose its yellow with the yeast sugar feed. Apparently you don't give it to your tomatoes. However, the very first tomato is starting to go red. So these ones white, apparently they go white first and then they turn a reddy colour. A little bit of basil I grew it and threw in a pot. Oh, speaking of basil, I put some seeds in last week. Oh, a few days ago. And I've got some coming up in amongst the tomatoes. I did put more seeds in over in this section, but I can't remember exactly where I put them. And I'm not sure if these are weeds popping up or the tomato seeds. I'm going to have to leave them. See what happens. Not tomato seeds, basil seeds. See what happens. These ones are your cherry tomatoes are starting to throw some more. I think this might be the Rapunzel one. Not sure. Have to find out. Can't remember what I planted well. My wife says that's a self-sown, and this is the Rapunzel. One on this side's a yellow, and that's a black Russian. Oh, and another self-sown in the middle. Jasmine is still flowering. Still flowering. I had to pull some off the bottom because it was blocking the path. Just chopped it with the secateurs. On this side, more nasturtiums. These are coming back. I'm trying to get this pumpkin to go over the side, and I put some stakes in, but it just keeps pushing it back. But I think I've got the stem going in the right direction now. I'm just trying to get away from these poor old capsicum plants. That apparently they go well with the yeast as well. However, the tomatoes, no yeast. Do not put yeast on your tomatoes. It makes the stem grow really fat and no tomatoes come out. So they are throwing some green leaves in the middle. So maybe it's working. More of these flowers. I don't know what they are. They're in the bargain bin. I just put them in. I just wanted more flowers. The bees have been hanging around this, so hopefully they're hanging around the rest of it. This thing that I chopped back to nothing and got told off all about has more flowers on it, especially on the top, and it just does not stop flowering all summer. In the past, we'll see what happens, but the top is absolutely covered, and up the sides are really pushing well, which is Phil. Okay, tailors have shot up. I'll pop some mulch around them at some stage. I'm just waiting for them all to pop up. That's the biggest one. Not sure what they are. Oh, Lindsay, they are all labelled. Thanks to the father-in-law sending labels with me. This one popped up this week. This one, nothing. Daphne, you have nothing. Alright, and this one popped up this week as well. My little protector for the dog, so it can't scratch under the fence. The grass is coming up really well. And keep it fenced off. I might mow it next week. I might just leave the mowing for a few days because of the heat. I'll go around the dog deposit, pick that up later. Lemon tree still throwing plenty of new leaves. Hopefully it'll bush up some stage. I did find another lemon the other day, so it's trying. If it doesn't succeed, I'm so tempted to pull it out and just throw another couple of little trees in this space. Throw a lemon and a lime. Okay, last big long garden bed. Snails are still having a party in the bok choy. Don't care. They're not eating anything else. They can eat the bok choy. Though I do have some snail pellets, which I know I've got a dog. And if the snails apparently come up from down there. You can actually see them right down the bottom there somewhere. I'll zoom in. There are snails hiding down the back. If I pop that down there, he's not going to get at them. He should be fine. I've done it in the past. These chili plants, which look yellow, have definitely come back. Sunflowers taking off. Cost lettuce will get a hammering this weekend because I have lots of salads to make. Pumpkin in the middle. Poor little chili plants surviving in amongst it all, but he'll be fine. Sunflowers, and the yellow zucchini had flowers out this morning. Still just picking away at this basil and amongst the pumpkins here. Not sure whether I should keep these ones or just keep the one. parsley is starting to go to seed, which the flowers are great bee attracted. So I've been told to let it go by a few people. Let it go, let it seed up. Now, he's come around to look at his stuff. He's chasing bees. No, the zucchini that he pulled out, thought it died, has come back. And it's thrown some new growth in the middle and looking absolutely fantastic. So, happy days. I gave this a haircut too, because it always just grows everywhere. There's the culprit. Hey dog, say hello. He's pretty happy. I'm absolutely wrapped with the garden. And if these cucumbers come up, I'll be even more wrapped. But you can have a good look at the flowers on this thing. Anyway, that's my early tour. I'll do another one next week. We'll see what happens. Bye.